Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakunokodi say the main opposition wey Tinubu get right now na the West, America and EU. He say if America talk say Tinubu na bad president, he must go. He say all Nigerians go support America, pursue Tinubu comot am from power. You see that 2027 election, Tinubu no go win am. He also talk about Okpebholo, the Edo State governor. He say Okpebholo, the Edo State governor, they try for Edo State. Make I leave you, make you hear from Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakunokodi. The message we bring come today.
So it is also true that the United States and other countries ganging up. And I won't lie to you, Mr. President. Nigerians will support them. Nigerians will support them. We have not achieved anything at all. Or go and look at the campaign promises made. No single one has been achieved. No single one has been achieved. I'm not a sentimental person. I will say it the way it is. As far as we are concerned in Edo State, even if I cannot give, there are lapses on the part of Okpebholo. For now, there are performances. There are glaring performances by the administration. Even if we knew clearly that the process that brought him into power is very dubious. We can't change that. Very, very dubious. But the result of his action is conspicuous. So let's be very fair in that regard. And I must say he's doing very well. Mainly because of the fact that I was the first to ever suggested flyover in Edo State to the previous administration that we were in. The government responded that in Okpebholo, government did not, there's no plan for now to build a flyover. But as we speak today, government is building that same flyover, which happens to me by basic interest. Because the only reason why people are running away from Okpebholo is not because of the fact we host all the vital governmental development. Here you have INEC, here you have road safety, all federal infrastructure is situated in Okpebholo, all. Yes, this Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakunokodi, by the grace of God, the CEO man, Edo State, the Coordinator General, Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide. I want to first of all say a very big thank you to our followers around the world. As of today, we are amongst one of the fastest growing page as far as the social media is concerned. We may not be that big in totality, but we are growing very fast. Within a space of 2 months, we've been able to add an additional 10,000 followers, which simply means that as of today, we have hit 41,000 followers. I want to say thank you very much for following me, and on our part, we'll continue to give beautiful content that will satisfy the collective interest of our people. And I'm going to touch a series of activities today. Specifically, if you look at the caption text on this video, it stated clearly Tinubu versus the West 2027 presidential elections. Now, the Western countries, America and the United States of America and Europe, you agree to the fact that there may not be smooth working relationship between the federal government of Nigeria and these nations. And again, Primate Ayodele just stated very clearly in his prophetic words, he stated that Tinubu is not contesting election in 2027 against other political leaders in the state or in the country. His major opposition is the West. His major opposition is the West. And I believe, and there are some school of thought that also believe that Nigeria is a sovereign state, and that it will be very, very difficult for the West to achieve their aim. But I needed all of us to understand something. The only way the West cannot be able to achieve their aim is when the people of Nigeria is with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But as we speak today, can we really say that the people is with the President? To date, Idris Abdulkarim just released a very beautiful music highlighting the problem militating against our country, Nigeria. I have not seen a single response from the presidency. What is the cost implication of fuel before the assumption of this administration? And the question that borders on public concern is still, how much has this government saved from the removal of petroleum subsidy? How much have they saved? So, and I think anything that's going to better the lives of the downtrodden in Nigeria, the Nigerian government tends to remove it so that people will be impoverished. And for those who may not remember, who agree to the fact that the very first statement that enticed so many persons who voted for the president, despite the fact that we also agree that he did not win any elections, we understand what the country is all about. He made a statement, and I quote, he said, "Let the poor breathe." His tongue was outside. Specifically, let the poor breathe. So everybody thought that he said, let the poor breathe. Do not suffocate them. That was the statement. Everybody actually thought that he's going to do everything humanly possible to really alleviate the plight of the people and for the poor to actually breathe. But what we saw is that he's not only suffocating the poor, he's not only preventing the poor from breathing. The poor has been impoverished and they have been relegated to the backwater of economic decadence. They have been relegated to the backwater of economic decadence. The poor can no longer have access to basic needs in the country. So if actually the West is doing everything humanly possible to stop the president in his second term bid, they are going to get the support of the Nigerian people. I, for one, believe you me, even if I claim not to like the West, based on their policies against our people, based on the principle of neocolonialism and others, based on the imperialism, but I also agree to the fact that what we are facing today in Nigeria is the highest level of economic oppression and repression. So the only panacea for us to find ourselves in economic Eldorado is to do everything humanly possible to get rid of this kind of administration that's not even thinking about the feelings of the poor. For your will to rule today in Edo State or in Nigeria, for your will to rule at all, you are going to spend not less than 25,000 naira to move your vehicle. Even if you don't have a vehicle and you choose to move as a pedestrian, or you choose to use public transport, commuters, believe you me, before getting to your office on a daily basis, to and fro, you are going to spend up to about 4,000 or 5,000. So now, what is the minimum wage? The same persons today as we speak. What is the cost of electricity in Nigeria today? Just check the cost of electricity. What is the cost? Now, this same person whose minimum wage is nothing to write to me about, you can see everybody wants to use. See, look at them. Force. Look at what they are doing. You cannot separate the administration. They are all the same anyway. Now, how much is the minimum wage? How much is the minimum wage? The same person is spending a huge amount of money to go to their office. The same person is paying electricity. The same person wants to send their children to school. And as we speak, there is hiking price in education in Nigeria. So what are we truly benefiting as a citizen? Our country has been budgeting money in the Ministry of Water Resources. Every year, money goes to Ministry of Water Resources. Ask yourself a simple question. Have you ever seen water infrastructure flowing in your residence? But we continue to budget money for Ministry of Water Resources. Go and check. Every individual now depends on self-help. We give ourselves water as a citizen. Today we give ourselves security as a citizen. What have you benefited really from government? This same set of people claim to let the poor breathe. Yes, while we're going to say the truth as it is, we also want to say a very big thank you to the Edo State government. Senator Okpebholo, I saw an announcement yesterday that the government want to incorporate the vigilante group into the state civil service. It's a welcome development, but we pray that this is achieved. If it is achieved, it will encourage our local vigilante, because the only way you can achieve total security is for the people to be part and parcel of the process of security. Let me give you a classical example. When Obaseki was in government in Edo State, the only way they arrested the security situation is to create a vigilante from the people. You will not tell me that somebody shoots a gun in my area and we are looking for those who shot that gun. I should be able to understand that it was now Christopher, now Matthew, the do that kind of thing, because the security is coming from the people. But when you bring a man from Kano in the name of police to come to Benin to come and ensure security, he will not get, he cannot, because there's no way he can get the vital information that is expected of him to act. And again, our security agency is very porous. Go and give police an intelligent information, letting them know that yes, look at what is happening here, look at what is happening here, look at what is happening here. Mr. So-and-so is planning this, Mr. So-and-so is planning that. Believe you me, the police will release that information to the person you went to go and report. They will tell him. So we citizens want to place their life at risk when they know clearly that if they report these issues to the police, they go and tell the police this is what is happening. The police will certainly, I said certainly, I didn't say that 100%, they will go and tell that syndicate, and that them one care for an area and give us the go after they must have collected money for bail. Then the person who reported, life will not be at risk. So that is the reason why you are seeing people withholding information, because they are not safe, they are not secure when they give information to the body. But when you have local vigilante incorporated into the scheme of things, they already know where to go and arrest, where to act and where not to act. And again, thank God, the issue of courtesan related activity has been reduced to the barest minimum. And I'm again thanking the Edo State government with the new policy in terms of death penalty, public execution of kidnappers. That's a welcome development. But I want to state clearly that there are some level of hypocrisy in that, because we are aware of the fact that in our state, this set of people carrying out these kidnappings are more or less like Fulanis. They are Fulanis anyway. This is not to say that people from Edo State are not part and parcel of the process. You can't hide that. But core part of it, or vast majority, are from this set of people. We know their activities in our bushes. We know what they are doing in our bushes. And I think if government really needs to act, they must, as a matter of urgency, they start with this set of people. And again, I want to also ask, is it the right of every citizen to have a den gun in the name of hunting? Because an average Benin man, an average Esa man, an average Auchi man cannot move with a stabbing knife and pass through a station without being arrested. An average Benin man, an average Esa man cannot move with a den gun without being arrested. So is it that in our country today, there are people who have the right whatsoever to possess this gun, or is there any form of legal arm given to some selected citizens? Because as we speak, I'm also aware that there are no licensing of arms this season. So if approval has commenced, let us know, because every citizen reserves the right whatsoever to also defend themselves. These are issues we need to put into consideration. Just give me some few minutes, please. So, by the grace of God Almighty, if we need positive development, I think these issues should be treated very sincerely. Very, very sincerely. So, we need to treat them very, very sincerely. And we must ensure that it is devoid of hypocrisy. Now, the federal government of Nigeria should also understand the fact that if, as of today, you call on the citizen to say, hey, citizen, come out, let us do everything humanly possible to aid. Nobody will answer you. Nobody will answer you. Nigerians are hungry. Nigerians are dying. Nigerians are crying. Nigerians are not happy. Nigerians are not happy. So please and please, as a matter of urgency, the government must act, and act very promptly. So it is also true that the United States and other countries ganging up, and I won't lie to you, Mr. President. Nigerians will support them. Nigerians will support them. We have not achieved anything at all. Or go and look at the campaign promises made. No single one has been achieved. No single one has been achieved. I'm not a sentimental person. I will say it the way it is. As far as we are concerned in Edo State, even if I cannot give, there are lapses on the part of Okpebholo. For now, there are performances. There are glaring performances by the administration. Even if we knew clearly that the process that brought him into power is very dubious. We can't change that. Very, very dubious. But the result of his action is conspicuous. So let's be very fair in that regard. And I must say he's doing very well, mainly because of the fact that I was the first to ever suggest flyover in Edo State to the previous administration that we were in. The government responded that in Okpebholo, government did not. There's no plan for now to build a flyover. But as we speak today, government is building that same flyover, which happens to me by basic interest, because the only reason why people are running away from Okpebholo is not because of the fact we host all the vital governmental development. Here you have INEC, here you have road safety, all federal infrastructure is situated in Okpebholo. All. It's just few. Custom. What do you want to talk about? We have all of them here, but the people are running from this go slow. Most of them, when it is Okpebholo market day, you see go slow. You leave your office by 4 o'clock. You leave by 4 o'clock. You get to your house at least by 6 o'clock. It doesn't tell well. But as of today, there is already a measure to alleviate such plight, and I think it's a welcome development. And on our part, we must say a very big thank you to the governor of Edo State in that regard. For those of us in Okpebholo, we will not play politics with our own development. That development is a welcome one to us, and we really appreciate, and we say thank you to him. And but this is very clear. As an Oliver Twist, we continue to ask for more. There are still issues in Okpebholo that must be addressed. And by the grace of God Almighty, after the litigation, we are already in the appeal now. Then from there, by the grace of God, to the Supreme Court, if there's still Supreme Court. And by the grace of God Almighty, if also Ighodalo emerges, those projects will continue. And also, we'll identify all other projects that will be fixed by the Ighodalo's administration. But for now, that we have an administration in present, and we cannot preempt or we cannot speak on matters that is still in court. So with the administration that is on ground, please, there are still issues we are going to identify to you for you to face on our behalf. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on your part, get it very clearly. Nigerians are tired of you. That's just the truth. We will not edit it. They are tired of you. You are nothing is being achieved. You are playing politics with everything. Your own is just politics. It's all about 2027. You don't think of how to ensure that the people, you don't care. You don't care. It's just politics. State of emergency, River State, all because you want to control the state so that at the end of the day you seize the structure in the state to win election. It's just about your ambition. You don't even think of using the power to really achieve the basic aim, which is development of the country. It's just all about Emelokon. It's your turn, and you must complete your tenure. So let's wait and see what happens next. I'm Comrade Stanley Sazosa, by the grace of God, the CEO of Edo State. Thank you, and bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakuno-Hodi. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.